So here, this is this is my grape. I actually got grapes last year, so I'm gonna just put this trellis back over the fence. The reason why I removed it is that the fence was buckling, so I needed my Don put a stabilizer on the other side. Now this is one of my beds. I made someone make me some boxed beds. That's what I'm doing for my gardening. As I said, it's cleanup time, so don't judge me. But over the winter, I had planted some cabbages and some collard greens. So, needless to say, I didn't really follow up with them, but these are the cabbages. So I'm going to today I'm going to remove these weeds, and I'm going to pick the lower leaves of the cabbages, so that if you see they're wilted, I'm going to pick off those and give it a little neem oil for the weed. And I have some ash from my chimney from the burning the logs this year. That's what I did for first this year too. And I'm gonna put the ash at the bottom. That will I'll keep away the worms, I think. Now over here, I um these are mustard greens. I've never had them. My neighbor, he said his wife was looking for some. And when I went to the store to get some seeds, these I got from seeds, these I made from seeds. When I went to the store to get some kale, they only had mustard seed and this type of kale. So what I did, this was all during the winter, I I started them, and I'll show you where I started them. And this one is a broccoli. Oh my God, look at the bugs in there. Oof. I've got to get in there with the neem oil and just, it's like a toilet for all the bugs. That killed off my broccoli. It was no, it was Brussels sprout. Ooh, that did not do well. Anyway, coming over here, another cleanup needs. This is another cabbage, trying to make it. This is another one, and this is another one. This was the broccoli. I think it was the broccoli. I did get something off it, but now you see it's gone to seed. So I guess the best I can do is maybe trim it back and collect the seeds. That's the best I can do for now. But I do have broccoli seeds anyway. So, as I said, I seeded the mustard greens and the kale in this bank, and then as they grew, I took them out and put them, down here. That's why those down there came from here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to thin out these too. I'm gonna thin out these here. Take out the weeds and thin out some. I want to give my neighbor some because he's starting his garden in 2 weeks, and I wanted him to have a supply of mustard greens and some kale. I'm gonna help him with that. As I said, these are some of my attempts to thin out kale and mustard greens. This is what I did for the whole winter, but I wasn't doing a very good job. These are just some. These were done, actually, these were transplanted before the ones down there that are doing the best. So I guess it's maybe um, how much nutrients I had in the soil. This is in a grow bag, and these were transplanted before these in the grow bag and the container. They were transplanted before the ones that are doing very well. So I have to really, study and see what is the difference. As I said, I have cleanup to do. These are I'm collecting rainwater, and I'm going to be using that in my garden. This is the flower part of it. Hey, by my mother's bench. I have some, what are those called, bluebells or something like that coming up. So here's the other part of the garden. Now this is my pomegranate tree, one of them. I have two. Here's my weed these are the weeds I pulled up last year, and I use some of them to start fires because I cook outside sometimes in the coal pot, or I use some of them to just be dry kindling for the fireplace. The pomegranate leaves are beginning to come out. You see them? They come in. So I've gotten pomegranates, and I now have to figure out how to use them well. This is my compost tea kind of slash, where it just happened where I just dump everything that's compost. This is a pear tree. Last year it was pruned. My gardener pruned it, and it didn't bloom until way down at the end of the season. So needless to say, we didn't get any pears. But I don't know. It just didn't bloom. It just didn't produce last year. So I'm just watching it this year. This is a compost bin that I'm supposed to be trying to make soil. I'm not very good at this. I need to wet it and turn it, but I forget sometimes. But this is supposed to be good soil. I'll add it into what I'm planning to do this year. So if you notice, the garden is very wet because it rained. So you see this wet area here? I'm planning to put a bed here. I'm gonna, because I put some plants to sow, and I think I need this space to be more garden. I'm trying to move from having more lawn and having more garden. So these were the first transplants that I did of the mustards, green, and kale, and see how they're limping along. That one that came weeks, months after them is growing, but these are just limping along. So I guess it's saying something to me about my soil. One of the things I put in the winter too was some cilantro seeds, and it's coming along. Now normally if it was warmer, they would already start to seed, but so now it's time for me to start to cut it and to but this is where all going to be in the cleanup. These are some chives that keep coming back up every year. There's some mint in there. I had planted some carrot seeds and they never came, but these seem to be coming, so I'll just have to, you know, clean around them and watch what happens. I don't know what that's weeds. That is something that has been coming back up. I have no idea what it is, and I'm going to pull it up this year because it's more like a grass. It comes up like a green grass, but I don't see anything at the bottom, like like a garlic or something, and I don't remember what I planted there. That's another thing I need to get organized about what I plant. This here is mint, and that's just gonna come up. And these are some that's mint again that I just pulled up because mint is so enough. And these are some bags I have to refill and stuff. This is my herb area. This is rosemary that didn't go down, and I see a little thyme coming up here. The thyme is still catching. Didn't catch too well last year. This is oregano. I have to thin them, break off. And this is take out these, yeah, these there. And this is a lemon basil. I have to go and clean up. So don't dig anything. I am just showing you. This is before I clean up. So I am going to get to cleaning. As I said, I want to put a bank there, and I'm going to make it with I'm not going to make it with the boards. I'm going to try something I saw where I'm going to make a bank here and grow some stuff there, taking most of the garden back. So this is these are some little flowers I put in, but this is a lemon slash sour orange slash something I started in the house from seeds, and it's growing. I don't know what it is, grapefruit, orange. I put all the citrus seeds together, But this is it, and I am trying to train it to see what it could become. And this is my other pomegranate tree. Now you see this here? Last year, because of it being such a swampy area, I put some taro. We call it Edo, in there. And do you know they grew? They grew, but I had put it in too late, so I wasn't able to get much of the. I wanted the the tops. We use the Edo tops for cooking as a green, so I was looking forward to that. But I got about one or two, so I have four inside. I started yesterday putting my plants, my seeds and plants, and I put the Edo to sprout in a garbage bag. I'll show you all that later. And I also put sweet potato, the Asian sweet potato. Oh my God, I have to tell you about my sweet potatoes. They just take over the whole yard, and I get nothing. So this year I'm gonna be more conscious of how I do it. I'm gonna try and contain it, and as well as, monitor it a little bit more, because other people have gotten sweet potatoes, and I know I'm capable of getting sweet potatoes. I just may be doing something wrong. So if you all have any advice, please drop a line, drop a comment, help me out, because I'm just trying. And my aim is, once I learn something, I'm going to take it and let other people, because my aim is, and I needed to tell you all about something. I just found out about a seed library at the Clayton County in Georgia, and that is a great idea. Anybody else knowing any more seed libraries around, please let us know, because my aim is, we're gonna start what's called a spindle program. And once I get my garden together, I'll be going to my friends and starting gardens in their yards. Even if they live in an apartment, we're gonna do like a little container garden, because my aim is for everyone to be able to produce in some kind of food for themselves. You know how the times are now, and we need to get on board with it, and we need to help one another. So that's why I'm gonna help my neighbor start his garden. He's next door. They just had a young baby, and his wife wants the mustard greens, so I'm gonna help him start his garden. I told him next week, so looking forward to that, and we'll take you along.